countless years and generations. Now, this is the picture that they used to organize the talk. It's a long legacy of Native spirituality in the United States of America being oppressed or repressed. And it's a story that I just don't think very many of us know. So I think it's important or imperative for those of us talking about this to bring that to light, not to dwell on it and not to blame anyone, but just so that we're aware that this is in the legacy of our nation. A nation that we think of as being, land of religious freedom, and for the indigenous people here, that was not the case all the time. But in spite of that these traditions, and as far as I know, almost all the traditions are still thriving today. So against overwhelming odds, they were protected and they were perpetuated by concerned individuals. And today then we see a renaissance for the last 30 years maybe. We see this renaissance in Native spirituality that comes about by relaxing of the federal laws or prohibitions against these practices, but also pride in Native people to continue on. Something about your ancestors, knowing that your ancestors did these and that they believed it wholly. I think we have a responsibility to them to continue perpetuating those traditions. As Vine Deloria pointed out, I think from a true Lakota perspective, even if there weren't humans here, that other entities of creation would continue. And then when humans come back, then they can teach us.
We are both Lakota, and we both were raised in Christianity, but I think definitely like the ability to, research your own spirituality and be able to, be objective about it, and from a purely academic standpoint is like really great, something that I also enjoy doing, researching and finding more about my own people and other, indigenous cultures too. To be able to go through, like, what did he say, 50 years of oppression and still come out, like, vibrant through that whole experience. One Native American perspective is, completely wrong. It's like everyone has their own individual experiences that contribute to this idea of, Native American culture, I think. Just being able to, know some of my background even more is just, it really, kind of bolsters someone's self-confidence and, image of who they are, I guess.
Proud of her, and I wish her the best, because that's what we have to do, and it's an individual thing, and it's not going to come to us easy. So it's not going to come to her easy. She'll have to do a lot of work, and but it's rewarding. Personally, I just really enjoyed putting in all that work, and I enjoy continuing to put in all that work. And we can't be told that we have to learn it. And I think it's Arthur Amiot that said in the old days we could go to the elders, and the elders could teach us all this. But today our elders often are the libraries and the archives, because our grandparents and our parents might not know it. And so we have to go back and learn this from documents. A good researcher, those are skills that, they work in academia, and they also work at this cultural level as well.